Fortune and glory are what he seeks. A mild-mannered college professor, he is one of the movie's most incredible heroes. Like classic movie heroes of the past, he travels to far-off, exotic places in search of adventure. In his new movie, Temple of Doom, he travels, as most movie heroes do, with a girl and a most unusual sidekick.
We're on our way to Delhi. This is Miss Scott. This is Mr. Round.
Shut down.
My name is Indiana Jones.
Wow, holy smoke! Crash landing!
Short round. Step on it.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes. Crying out loud, there's a kid driving the car.
He may be just a kid, but Indiana Jones' sidekick in Steven Spielberg, George Lucas blockbuster movie does all the things sidekicks have always done, like being in the right place at the right time, at the last minute, to provide a helping hand.
This is fun!
Sidekicks come in all shapes and sizes. Some resemble oversized garbage cans. They're usually weaker, smaller, and more vulnerable. Yet without them, how could heroes survive? But if the hero needs a sidekick, so too does a sidekick need a hero. Take Lois Lane.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
Sidekicks also provide the important comedy relief in movies, helping to relieve the tension. Take Clyde the Chimp. In two Clint Eastwood movies, he not only gets them into and out of trouble, he also gets them laughs.
Bang.
The sidekick not only helps the hero, he helps the scriptwriter. He's a perfect foil for exposition.
English word for treasury. Exchequer. Or eggs. Checker. Oh, you've done it again.
To the Batmobile.
Dynamic duos have long been a part of our movie-going and television experience. Week after week, they've helped us escape into worlds of fun and high adventure. Name a hero. And the sidekick quickly comes to mind. Han Solo, as is Chewbacca. Roy Rogers as Gabby Hayes. Captain Kirk as Mr. Spock. Ever since Sancho Panza helped Don Quixote tilt at windmills, some of the brawniest and the brightest of our heroes have been unable to chart their way through troubled and dangerous worlds without a partner. And some of these partners seem oddly paired. But out of their union has come excitement, laughter, and triumph. Tonight, we're going to look at some of our most memorable heroes and sidekicks and celebrate their loyalty and commitment to one another. We're going to take a look at how Indiana Jones and Short Round have continued the tradition of movie heroes and sidekicks.
Shorty!
Their adventures are a rousing, sometimes funny tribute to our cinematic past.
Hello, lady, we're going for a ride.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is he nuts?
He's no nuts. He's crazy.
Harrison Ford, who's traded in the Millennium Falcon, his space crate of the Star Wars saga, for an elephant, is partnered in the latest Indiana Jones adventure by a 12-year-old Vietnamese boy named Ki Quan. Ki, making his first movie, was discovered by director Steven Spielberg. He plays the perfect sidekick, loyal and funny. Ki's role as Indy's partner is described by Spielberg as being like the Artful Dodger in Oliver Twist, only smarter and wiser.
I'm Short Round in a movie, and I'm Indiana Jones' best friend. Since I was 4, I live on the street, and I tried to pick Dr. Jones' pocket, and he caught me. and I was his bodyguard. I would save him and protect him. And he's almost like my father, and I'm almost like his son. He loves me, and I love him. I'm gonna save him. He can take care of himself. He needs him. I gotta save Indy.
Okay, save him.
Drop him down. I killed him. Drop him down.
Turn your head, quickly.
Older beyond his years, the streetwise short round is not one to be tossed aside so easily. He comes to Indy with highly developed skills. To perform these skills in the movie, the actor, Ki Kwan, must work with karate experts.
Good, good, good.
Ready, action.
Short round is in the tradition of the boy wonder Robin. Like other movie sidekicks, they fight side by side with their elders. But not all movie sidekicks prove their loyalty with the fists. Some, like Smiley Burnett, who rode with Gene Autry, provide moral support.
Took you longer than usual, Gene.
So it was with Gabby Hayes, another perennial Western sidekick.
Lucky one for me, Bill.
The hero is Wild Bill Elliott.
Now then, I'm a peaceable man and I hate fighting.
Heroes and sidekicks fight only when they have to, but like Indy and Short Round, they never duck a fight. The bad guys must be stopped. The good guys win because their cause is right, and because they stick together. Loyal to the end and constant companions, sidekicks in the movies and television prove that when it comes to survival, friendship is more important than even marriage. Partners, buddies, call them what you will. They ride together, fight together, stick together through thick and thin. Their relationship is based on trust, the kind of trust that goes beyond words. It usually begins at the moment hero and sidekick strike up a friendship.
Yes.
When Robin Hood first meets Little John in a legendary confrontation, who could doubt their imminent friendship and commitment to one another?
My friend, I should ask payment for what I'm teaching you here today. There's something on account. There's your change.
Errol Flynn and Alan Hale were sidekicks in life and in the movies. They teamed together 10 times. Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed similarly teamed together in Smokey and the Bandit.
Almighty, would you look at that?
Well, I don't guess we're going to be riding in a truck together this time off.
Oh, no, son, no, son. I'll be driving this one. Hey, Blocker. You'll be driving the truck. This is Bandit 1, and that is...
Bandit 2. Together again.
Oh, yeah, like Fred and Ginger and Lester and Earl.
Smokey is their sheriff, and the highway, their Sherwood Forest.
Hey, Bandit, me and Fred's got a question. What do you and Fred want? How come we doing this? Well, why not? Well, they said it couldn't be done. Well, that's the reason, son.
Trust and dependability are the hallmarks of their relationship.
And four.
Aren't you dead?
In Star Trek, Vulcan's Mr. Spock and Earth's Captain Kirk prove that even aliens can become the most trusted of allies.
You are my superior officer. You are also my friend. I have been and always shall be yours.
It is a pledge of trust, stated or unstated, that binds two people together. With sidekicks and heroes, even more so than in marriage, it's for better or for worse. It's till death do us part. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Better get ready.
No, we'll jump. All right? I'll jump first.
No.
Then you jump first.
No, I said.
What's the matter with you?
I can't swim!
Why, are you crazy? The fall will probably kill you.
Dr. Joe, no more parachutes!
In Temple of Doom, death constantly threatens to part sidekick and hero. Short Round and Indy face extinction once each reel, much like in vintage Saturday afternoon serials. In the air and on the water, hero and sidekick endure all kinds of perilous journeys, and each harrowing trip serves to bring them closer together. Like the characters they play in the film, the actors, Harrison and Key, survive all kinds of indignities. What they endure on the set creates a bond between them off the screen. Key, a straight-A student in school who once wanted to be a doctor, regards Harrison as a mentor. Like Harrison, he puts everything he has into each scene.
It's hard work to make a movie like this because the actor is called upon to be physical every day. You have to be very physical. And Key has so much energy that if the movie seems to be going fast, like a freight train, a lot of it is because Key moves very quickly, and we had to keep up with him to make the movie.
Key gives Short Round character and size. He doesn't ride a white horse, but he's just as serious as sidekicks of yesterday. He's there to be his hero's bodyguard.
Sanju, Hanedo.
He'll go anywhere and do anything out of loyalty to the man who will do the same for him.
We're not going to Delhi, doll. We're going to Pankot Palace.
Oh, Pankot?
Even the intrusion of Willie as romantic interest won't alter Short Round's normal relationship with Indy.
The biggest trouble with her is the noise.
It was Key's audition in this scene that won him the part of Short Round.
Hey, you cheat, Dr. Jones, you cheat. You did full car. You say now. No mistake. No mistake.
Mistake.
I'm very little. You cheat very big. Dr. Jones, you cheat. You pay money. You owe me 10 cents.
Look at this. Look at this. You accuse me of cheating? You're cheating.
You make me poor. No fun. Play with you, no fun.
Oh, fine, I quit.
Oh, the place is completely surrounded. The entire place is crawling with living things.
That's why they call it the jungle, sweetheart.
Oh, my God. What else is happening?
Willie.
No matter who or what comes between them, they know that first and foremost, they can rely on one another.
Willie. What is that? Is that short for something?
Willie is my professional name. Indiana.
Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
My professional name.
Hero and sidekick. As they edge closer to adventure, they seem more and more oddly paired.
Stay behind me, Short Round. Step where I step. And don't touch anything.
I said what you said. I touch nothing.
A pint-sized pickpocket off the streets of Shanghai and an erudite, bespectacled professor from America. At first glance, a mismatch. Yet look at other sidekicks and heroes. An Indian and a masked man on a white horse. A Vulcanite with strange ears and an Earthling, odd couples indeed. Yet their very pairing off not only seems inevitable, but necessary. The sloppy and the neat. the straight man and the comedian, even the two-legged and the four-legged. They complete each other. That doesn't mean that they concede anything to one another. In fact, they can quarrel and bicker like, well, friends.
Stop. Look, just stand up against the wall, will you?
Now listen, why don't you just take a tranquilizer?
Go to your room.
The more partners like one another, the more they can say what they think and feel. Like Oscar and Felix in the film The Odd Couple.
Now kindly remove that spaghetti from my poker tape. The hell is so funny?
It's not spaghetti, it's linguine.
Now it's garbage.
Sometimes words fail, and heroes and sidekicks find other ways to express themselves. Like this prisoner and policeman who teamed up to solve a crime in the film 48 Hours.
All right, you two. What's going on here?
Nothing.
It's all right. I'm a cop. Get in the car.
Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte worked side by side, although they, like most sidekicks and heroes, were clearly from two different worlds.
I'll file a report tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I got to file a report tonight.
Yeah? Goes with the territory.
Commitment and affection are sometimes shown in odd ways. Consider Dom DeLuise's help for his partner who was trying to commit suicide in the end.
Shall I let you go?
No! Wait a minute. Hurry, my neck.
Why? It isn't high enough.
Good for me.
Pull me back.
I don't think so.
Damn it, pull me back. Okay. Why did you pull me back? Why did you pull me back? I don't have enough courage. I don't have enough guts. That's why you're here. I can't do it by myself. I'd be dead now. If you had to pull me back, I'd be dead now and it'd be over.
I'm a failure.
You said it. Shut up.
All right, wait a minute. I got an idea.
You get over there.
I get over there.
You get running like a bull. I'll have my back to you. Push you. You push me, I'll go.
Oh, what a good idea.
Okay.
So goodbye. Goodbye. It's been a pleasure knowing you.
Okay.
Okay. You're my best friend. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm ready. Anytime you are, Sonny, I'm ready.
Wait a minute. I'm not ready. Let him follow his
Will you come on?
Okay.
On second thought. You're right, Sonny. It's not high enough.
There is no odder couple, perhaps, than Han Solo and his hairy co-pilot. Solo, the space mercenary in Star Wars, depended on a sidekick who spoke a different language.
But don't look like you're trying to keep your distance. I don't know. Fly casual.
Heroes in the movies have historically relied on other species. But no matter how unusual they were accepted by a willing audience. Teddy the Wonder Dog to the rescue. Without him, the courageous heroine played by Gloria Swanson faces certain death. Teddy was one of the first animals to perform the heroic labors of a Hollywood sidekick. That was in 1917. He was later joined by such stars as Rin Tin Tin, Cheetah, and Flipper. Rescuing heroes has long been a working order for sidekicks. Here, Gabby Hayes, the most irascible cowboy to ever sit a saddle, is on hand to save Hopalong Cassidy.
Hoppy! 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 Are you all right, Hoppy?
Gabby appeared in over 200 movies, all as a sidekick. A former vaudevillian, he rode with more than 25 different Western heroes.
Why do you take those darn fool chances? Judge?
He was the odd-looking, bewhiskered second man to such matinee idol cowboys as Roy Rogers. He appeared at times to be an illiterate, grouchy old saddle tramp, but was in fact, in real life, a learned and shrewd businessman.
Ah, there you go. Talking through a darn sheriff's badge again.
He rode with the best, becoming an odd couple with the Duke, John Wayne.
But in the second place, I still think we could do with a better president. So what are you going to do about it?
Well, all right, mister. You asked for it.
The Duke worked the bad guys over, and Gabby, an itinerant dentist, fixed them up.
Made $34 the last 3 days.
Well, I can't go around popping people all my life.
And am I asking you to? Who were you when I met you? Nobody standing around down Texas, wanting to travel and see the country. Well, you're seeing it, ain't you?
Yeah, and I ain't liking it.
Gabby was the quintessential sidekick. He was the original Old Faithful.
Well, where do you think you're going?
Well, I'm leaving.
Huh. Well, how do you like that for gratitude? Who's worried himself sick looking after you? Who's risked his neck time after time to save your hide? Why, dagnabbit, if it weren't for me, it'd be sprouting wings.
Gabby, what are you driving at?
You need somebody to look after you, and that's me. Well, so long, folks. What are we waiting for?
Nothing.
Well, let's get moving.
He rode victorious into more sunsets with more heroes than any other cowboy.
Now listen to me, fellas.
Don't you come near me!
To do so, he had to keep his head while his hero sometimes nearly lost his over the opposite sex.
Darn persnickety women.
In Temple of Doom, as in all such movies, a woman complicates the relationship by creating an innocent but distracting triangle.
I think I'll just check on Willie.
That's all you better do. Tell me later what happened.
Amscray.
In movies designed for youthful audiences, it's the sidekick who ensures the hero will kiss only his horse.
Oh, she was just a little upset.
I thought you said you could handle women.
Yeah, especially that one.
I'm going to show you, fellas, I'm never wrong. Good morning, Miss Benson.
He's a lady killer, all right.
Why, she's practically throwing herself at him this minute.
In The Fighting Kentuckian, hero John Wayne has to be kept on course by sidekick Oliver Hardy.
You reckon you got a weakness?
I have. I don't know what it is.
Well, I do. Women. We don't know enough about them things to fool anybody.
Come on, Larry, the man's waiting in the paddle boat. We gotta hurry up.
What all sidekicks fear is the kiss. And in Scared Stiff, Jerry Lewis is determined to save Dean Martin from a fate worse than death.
The man's not gonna wait for one. Pilot boat leaving. I dodged it. He kissed him. He's finished. Now he'll do anything, even getting himself killed. Well, I'm not. I'm going. Goodbye. Byron! Byron!
In Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones wins the girl not with a good line, but because of the adventures they've shared together.
Very funny. Very funny. Uh-oh.
We've come a long way in movies. Indiana Jones doesn't have to kiss the elephant.
Here
Heroes and Sidekicks. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom will continue.
The Westerns set the style for heroes and sidekicks. Behind every matinee idol on a white horse was a cowboy called Comedy Relief. Daffy Duck, who packs an oversized ego as well as a six-shooter, made 2 Westerns with Porky Pig. Each time they faced off against the darkest villainy. Each time it was Porky playing Comedy Relief who saved the day.
I'm the hero of this picture.
The hero in Hollywood movies and television is sometimes hard put to hold his own in scenes with a vulnerable, funnier sidekick. And that's because the writers and directors who weave these tales of fantasy know how and when to relieve tension with a laugh. They know that sometimes a hero's pompous bubble needs to be burst. They know a pratfall or a barbed line can put a hero back in his place or get his feet back on the ground. In some movies, like Temple of Doom, the sidekick gets a little help from his friends. Director Steven Spielberg has given Short Round some support in the laugh-making business from Willie Scott. She's an American nightclub singer working in Shanghai. Willie, played by Kate Capshaw, accidentally finds herself caught up in Indy's adventure. She winds up on the back of an elephant, trying to erase its musky smell with French perfume.
Oh, pipe down, you big baboon. It doesn't hurt. You know what you really need? You really need a bath.
Kate plays comedy relief to both hero and sidekick.
Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. Oh, Reg.
Television's Lucy Ricardo, a heroine of a different kind, but one who could still face off against any challenge, also has help from her friend Ethel Mertz. Their task, as challenging as those in other high adventures, is to wrap every candy passing by or lose their jobs. Laverne, played by Penny Marshall, is in the tradition of Lucy, an everyday heroine coping with the daily challenges of life.
I told you a silly secret. I can't help it if I'm afraid to drive, and I just don't want everyone to know, okay? Think about this. Not okay. Think about it. You're an adult woman. You shouldn't be afraid to drive. What? You afraid the whole neighborhood's going to hear? Maybe I ought to shout it out to the whole neighborhood. Then you get embarrassed enough, and you might at least try to drive. You wouldn't.
Shirley provides more comedy relief than help.
Thank God you will. Laverne DeFazio's afraid to drive! Oh, you like them apples, sister? Shirley Beanie sucks and have
Another television hero and sidekick team, Kermit and Fozzie, also try to deflect the terrors of each new, hard-earned day with comedy material.
I have just written the greatest joke in the world. It's the all-time comedy classic. Kermit, in the history of show business, there has never been or will there ever be a joke this funny. Here, read it. Go ahead, read it. Yeah.
It's not funny.
I got a better one.
Very funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Sometimes both hero and sidekick provide the comedy relief. America's most preeminent beagle has of late been known to travel with a diminutive partner. Woodstock, named after the festival of song, finds traveling with heroes bone-wearying. 40 winks is the only way to refortify for the next day's grueling adventures. Woodstock is one of the newest of television's comic sidekicks. Unlike some of his predecessors, he's small and quiet. Andy Devine, a former college football star, provided a louder, larger comedy relief in scores of Roy Rogers movies. Veteran of silent movies, his voice became his signature when sound came.
Young whippersnapper.
Like Andy and Smiley Burnett, Gabby Hayes covered the Western Front with smiles and laughter, wisecracking and doing pratfalls that amused 3 generations of moviegoers.
No, let me do it.
Gabby was a sidekick who had mastered verbal as well as physical comedy.
Mostly I'm known as Dead-Eye Gabby.
Well, jumpin' Jehoshaphat. That was a good one.
Old codgers like Gabby Hayes proliferated in Western films, like Walter Brennan.
There you go again. What would you do if I wasn't here to throw 'em for you?
I'd throw him myself.
I guess you would at that. You ready?
Let her go.
Brennan elevated sidekicks to a new status, winning 3 Academy Awards as Best Supporting Actor for his comic antics and perceptive characterizations. The Duke reached stardom working with a number of very unusual sidekicks. None, however, more unusual than Oliver Hardy.
How much longer have we got to do this? Till something happens!
Hardy, of course, had a sidekick of his own, the comic genius Stan Laurel. The original fat and skinny duo, they teamed up for over 100 movies, spanning 3 decades.
Don't do that.
Laurel and Hardy were said to be the inspiration for a new set of partners who worked a galaxy far, far away a long time ago.
Goodness gracious me.
Technically, R2 is not 3PO's sidekick. He flies tandem with the young Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. In the Star Wars saga, R2 is a kind of technological life support system for Luke, but he also serves to help the Star Wars screenwriters deliver all-important plot exposition.
We're going to the Dagobah system. Yes, R2. That's all right. I'd like to keep it on manual control for a while.
The past masters of exposition among heroes and sidekicks are Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes. In scores of movies, Watson, played by Nigel Bruce, asked the questions the audience needed answered.
Oh, well, that takes care of that. But I still don't understand how young Hunter became involved in the mystery.
Alfred, may I borrow your violin? Certainly,
Holmes, played by Basil Rathbone, explains as he tries to deal with a pesky fly he thinks he can destroy with a violin sound.
Whatever Gerald Hunter did was done to protect Miss Brandon.
But I saw him myself closeted with Moriarty.
My dear Watson, I expected even you to see through that trick. Moriarty went to him with a trumped-up lawsuit to put us off the track.
Those flies again.
Very effective, my dear Watson.
Elementary, my dear Holmes. Elementary.
Indiana Jones is a hero unlike past heroes of the silver screen. He's modern in the sense that he's not perfect. He's no Douglas Fairbanks or Tyrone Power. There are flaws in his character. As played by Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones recalls characters played by Bogart and Gable, but mostly he's an original. Ford makes us believe that Indy is capable of getting himself into a whole heap of trouble.
Nice try, Lao Shay.
Only Indiana Jones would try to escape in a plane owned by the arch-villain and piloted by his henchmen. True, he, with the help of Short Round, can also get himself out of trouble. And getting out of trouble is what it seems to be all about. Heroes spend a great deal of their time on film escaping. Either they're captured and then rescued by a sidekick, or they're doing the rescuing. Take, for example, this next great escape by a hero larger than life who risks his own freedom for his faithful friend.
No, you can't take Odie away.
Let him go, you fool. If you try to stop them, they'll take you, too.
Garfield watches as Odie is sentenced to death in town.
I'll see you, Odie, sometime, somewhere. So long, old friend.
Come on, get in line.
What for?
There's a family coming in to adopt a cat or a dog. This could be our way out.
Our way out?
In Temple of Doom, Short Round and Indy must also try to escape from their captors and at the same time free thousands of enslaved children working in the mines. In trying to do these things, they get themselves deeper and deeper into trouble. Director Spielberg and his actors and crew take 5 days to film the climactic escape scene, shooting hundreds of shots, most of them out of order, some of which last no more than a second. In these scenes, Key demonstrates the physical agility often demanded of sidekicks.
Okay, do it one more time. We can make it even better.
In a scene which will dramatically show the sidekick and hero teaming together to achieve breathtaking results, actors are doubled by stunt persons and later integrated with miniature working models of minecar, hero, sidekick, and girlfriend.
That's the shot. Okay, we'll start high like that. That takes into account all the action.
We got company.
The scene from beginning to end shows how sidekick and hero work together to survive and eventually escape from villainy. Crises abound in these films, and either hero or sidekick or both always seem to be reaching the end of their rope. But crises are there to be solved, and as Tonto knows, he can count on the Lone Ranger to solve this one. If Tonto can count on the Lone Ranger in this crisis, then the masked man knows he can count on his Indian partner when the tables are turned.
Go around him.
To shoot a scene where Indy comes to Short Round's rescue, director Spielberg took his crew to Sri Lanka. There, they actually built a bridge spanning a precipitous chasm.
Right there, guys.
Built of solid steel cable and structurally very sound, the bridge appears to be made of rope and vine and rotting timbers. Spielberg and cast and crew of 200 shoot 6 days at the bridge location. What they do here will later be cut together with footage shot at 3 other bridges, all made to appear as one, plus footage shot at a special effects house in Northern California. Miniatures and glass paintings will be used to create illusions of height and of falling bodies.
Watch your back!
You want the stones? Let them go!
Let her go! Drop them, Dr. Jones! They will be found! You won't!
Go on! Go on!
Get moving!
For the obvious, more dangerous shots, a second, smaller bridge is constructed nearby the original. Used for closer work, it is only 10 feet off the ground. Here, the actor could hack away and still not appear to be suicidal.
1, 2, 3.
Cut. Balance. Cut.
A third bridge was constructed on the lot at Elstree Studios in England. This bridge is used for the perilous close work on the severed bridge as it smashes against the cliff.
I'll run in. Anytime. 1, 2, 3. Through it. Oh, no!
This bridge is mechanically controlled. It, too, is not high off the ground, just high enough to negotiate the necessary camera angles. For even closer work of the actors in combat on the bridge, an actual rope facsimile is used. Thousands of hours went into the conception, planning, construction, and shooting of an escape sequence that lasts only 3 minutes in the final version of the film.
Where they were for the fight, wherever they were on the fight. And it's the reverse, looking toward Amish over Harrison.
It is the magic of the movies, the expertise of hundreds of craftspeople and stuntmen that make it possible for heroes like Indiana Jones and sidekicks like Short Round to engage in such exciting exploits. But no matter how skillful they are in getting our heroes out of trouble, our filmmakers are even better at getting them into it. No sooner is one challenge met than another is confronted. Indigo! But no matter, together, sidekicks and heroes can handle anything.
Dr. Jones! I keep telling you, you listen to me more, you live longer.
In constant danger, their lives always on the line, heroes and sidekicks do what they do best, survive and celebrate.
Don't you drink?
Yep.
What do you drink?
Milk.
All right. Huh?
They'll face off against anybody, giving no quarter.
Stay here, both of you. I'll be right back.
What would you like to be when you come back? Oh, I'd rather come back as myself.
So that clears up our case.
Clears it up. We've only just begun.
Golly, you're a whiz, Batman. Are you ready? All together now?
Bang!
Thanks. We got him.
In the last hour, we've seen pictures of fights and shootings and near-death crises. But we've also seen something that is as much a part of our heritage as the flag, mom, and apple pie. We've seen two people bound together by these crises, hell-bent on solving them as one person. As Gabby Hayes once said about one of the many he rode with, Why, gol dang it, we're so close, we only wear one hat. Sidekicks and heroes prove to us that everyone's equally valuable. The kid can save the day as well as the grown-up. The old codger proves his worth in struggle after struggle, and they make it all fun. It's a tradition that continues to this day. It continues with Indy's survival after the last great battle. When he rises up out of the gorge, it continues with Short Round's smile and laughter, which communicate to us not just a sense of relief or a feeling of victory, but rather a conviction that all things are possible. Against the greatest odds, they have survived a series of adventures that leaves an audience exhausted. Against the greatest odds, they have achieved what they set out to achieve. And the fact that they, like all heroes and sidekicks, did these things together, despite their differences, celebrates our commitment to the unbreakable bonds of trust and friendship.
Tonight, Angie Dickinson stars as a political candidate whose secret life threatens her career when murder leads to a touch of scandal, next following American Portrait.